This conference will now be
Okay.
recorded.
So, so I uploaded yesterday's session video also in YouTube channel. That is in the playlist. I hope you would have started watching them. Right. Okay, team. Today we are going to discuss rest of the commands inside a file and other stuff. I do login now. I am going to do login. Log on Venkat A. Log on Venkat A. Hit the enter. I will enter the password. So I am requesting everyone team, if you are not able to connect to the server, you ping in the Venkataya group. Okay, I added one person already, so he will take care from now. When there is an error, immediately will try to solve it. He is a, he's not my employee, or he is a mainframe provider. I added him in the group also, Venkataya group. You can ping me in the group. So from now I will be free. So from Monday I have some time till today. I'm a bit busy. From Monday I'll be free only. So in a weekdays also, I can start responding to all your messages promptly. Okay. So, but while you're doing login, kindly you need to ping in the group that logged in, log out like that, so that others will come to know that. So enter. Right now, let's start the content. So I'll type ISPF. Enter. So I'll go to PS file. See who created with Venk Rajas. Please don't create your data sets. Okay, always Venkat A and your name. Venkat A dot B14 star. You can give like this, and we can see. So if you don't, I was telling you, I guess I forgot to tell you. If you know the full data set name team, if you don't know, you can give like this. It will list out the data sets which are starting with the high level qualifier Venkat A. From second qualifier, it can be anything and a number of qualifiers. Now you can see total 36 data sets are there. Total 36 data sets are there. I'll press F3. I'll type B14 star. B14, I'll give B star. So Venkate is a high level qualifier. Dot. Second qualifier is a B. Okay. Second qualifier is starting with the B. So it will list out. Okay. It will it high level qualifier Venkate, and the second qualifier it should start with the B. It will list out all the data sets. You see that? So now you can see. Okay, you can see the data sets as per that pattern. I'll press F3. I can give second qualifier also. Okay, and B14 star. What does mean team? The first qualifier should be Venkati, second qualifier should be B14, right? So third qualifier is up to you, how you written. It will list out anything. Okay, enter, and you can see Venkati dot B14 dot TSO 1. So this is how we can list out the data sets. Now I'll enter this. I'll go here. Open a data set in edit mode. Now I am entering the data again. I stands insert TSO caps on. You can do only once. Every time we no need to do that. TSO, ISPF, ACL, VSAM, COBOL, DB2, CICS, REXX, TSO, ISPF, VSAM, DB2, REXX, TSO, TSO. So yesterday I explained find a command. Yesterday I explained find a command. Now I'll explain change command. So F space TSO enter. Okay, or let's say time sharing. I want to search for time sharing string. I want to search for time sharing string. I cannot write time sharing. It is a invalid. If there is any space bit in the string, any special characters are there, write the string within the double quotes. You can write within the double quotes. Now you see that. Okay. So next, F space TSO. You can see TSO. All TSOs are highlighted. Press F5. Press F5. Press F5. Press F5. So like this, you can do it. Now if you want to change the data, okay, I want to change the data like a controller replace in the Word document. So C TSO to JES. So wherever now is I know I did not enter anything. So what happens? Only first occurrence is going to change. You see that only the first occurrence is got changed. So what is the command I typed? Change TSO to JES. It is going to change. Is going to change from TSO to JES, but it is only first occurrence in the first occurrence only. But if you want to make change everywhere, so C TSO JES all means all occurrences. Reset change TSO JES all. So wherever TSO is there, it is going to change it to JES. Okay, enter. Enter. Okay, can see that.
Yes, Venkat.
Okay, it got changed and replace reset. So one more important thing, my cursor is here. Okay, my cursor is here. How I can bring the control to command line? How I can bring the control to command line? Okay, so now my command is here, my control. How I can take the control the top? M shift plus F12. Okay, so if you type shift plus F12, control will go to the command line. Now I will show you again. My control is here. I'll press shift F12. If I type one more time, recently executed command, it will show. If I press before save, if I type one more time before reset, what is there? Before, if I press F12, what is there? So first it will go to the command line. If you keep typing, it will show you the recently executed commands. It will go from the latest to oldest one. Okay, it will start bringing the latest to oldest ones. Okay, that is all about change command. Next, you can type X all. Okay, X all, exclude all the lines. Okay, exclude all the lines. So X all, right? By this you will come to know, by this how many lines in file. You will come to know easily how many files. You can see there are 14 lines. How I can see the data again? Type reset. Type reset. You can see it. So now I want to exclude wherever JES is there. Exclude JES all occurrences. Exclude wherever JES is there, all of them. Now you see it is excluded all of them. I want to delete those rows. So delete X all, delete excluded lines. Yesterday we were talking, right? So first we delete X all. So X, okay, you can delete excluded lines. If you want to delete not excluded lines, delete an X all. Like this, you can find a string, you can delete a data. Okay, you can delete a data. So TSO, ISPF, JCL, VSAM, REXX, assembler, save. Okay, is it clear? So that is all about change command. Next, okay, so we are done with the find command, change command, exclude, delete, calls, caption, profile, okay, num of. So almost we covered all the major commands. We covered all the major commands. So now I will explain scroll options. We will discuss about scroll options. So if anything I missed it, I'll cover again later. Scroll, CSR, that is a CSR stands cursor. Then we have something called page of NNN. So NNN means any number, means any number. So let me insert few more rows data. I will insert T1, T2, T3, T3, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, T1, okay, X1, X2, X3, X4, okay, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, okay, Vizag, SAP, .NET, Oracle, testing, cloud, AWS, Azure, uh, data science, Python. So then, okay, Python, data science. Next, core Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? Selenium, manual testing, automation testing, like this. So there are so many rows are there. How we can go to the last row? Okay, so now we are having only 60-70 rows. Okay, we are having 60-70 rows, but 10,000 rows are there. I want to go to the last. So how? I'll come back to the scroll. Okay, we have something called bottom. If you say bottom, the control will go to the bottom of the data. You see that? It doesn't matter how many rows are there. It will go directly at the end. Okay, at the end of the file. Bottom. If I want to bring the top, I can type a top. So top. This is the one. Or M plus F8. So type on command line M, press F8. You can see command line M, press F7, F8. So I'll press M F7 to go to the top. M F7, M F8 to bottom, M F7 to the top. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Next. Okay, so R M plus F7. This is another shortcut. Now I'll go back to the scroll. So I'll say page. Okay. We know page down, page up, right? You know page down, page up. How many rows you need to bring down, or how many rows you have to take it to top? Okay. How many rows you have to take it to the top? How many rows you have to bring it to the down? Okay. So that is all about it. So now per page, so including top of data plus 16, 17 rows will be total, because 16 rows data, one row, this is also as part of the page only. If I press F8, irrespective of where is my control, 17th row came top. You see that 17th row. Now the page is ended with the 33. The next page will come 34th row. F8. So it is going to scroll F7 to see the top page. F7 to see the top page. So we can use F7, F8 to see the top and bottom data. Okay, top and page up, page down. It is equivalent to page up, page down. Next. Okay, instead of scroll, I can write off of the page. Now we already discussed total 16 plus 1, 17 rows are there. If I press F8, 8 rows going to be up and down, 8 rows up and down. F8, 8 rows, half means only 8 rows. Okay, 8 or 7 rows. So it is 7 rows going to up, 7 rows going to be down. F8, F8, you see only 8 rows are up and down. F7, 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 F7. Okay, that is all about off. Next, CSR, cursor. Okay, if I place the cursor on a particular line, it will go to that row as a top. Okay, earlier either 17 rows or off means 8 rows. Now it is not like that. Where is our cursor? I am a cursor at DB2. Okay, I'll cursor now R1. If I press F8, it will go to the top. Okay, F7, F7, F, place the cursor, press F8. So that is all about CSR, cursor. Now I will give 2 only. I will give 3. 3 rows going to be up and down. F8, 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 F8. So only 3 rows are going to be up and down. Only 3 rows going to be up and down. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
So that is all about scroll. Okay, these are all options of the scroll. Now I'll press F3. So we are done with the commands whatever I discussed yesterday and today. All are applicable inside the member of the PDS also. Hence I don't explain in member of the PDS again. Okay, I'll create the member as I did not cover it, but rest of them are same. Okay, like insert, delete, repeat, copy, after, copy, before, uppercase, lowercase, finding a command, exclude, change, shifting the data to right side, left side. This stuff is remain the same. Okay, this stuff okay remains the same. Now, so I'll type a slash. What you can execute on that particular data set may not be all what it is showing, but only few of them you can see it. So we have seen only edit, I information, S means show information. So, okay, I'll press F3. What I did it slash to know what are the options we can execute. Now I will show you one by one. I'll open a data set in a view mode. We hit the enter. So you can see in which mode it is opened, the file. Top left side. V stands view mode. V stands view mode. This is the data set name. This is the data set name. Now I am doing some changes. I'll change. Okay. JCL is job control language. Now I am trying to save it intentionally. You can see this is the difference between edit and the view. View is able to modify, but you cannot modify style directly. You cannot modify directly. So it is saying, boss, you're in a view mode. Press enter to return the view session. Okay, it will not save. If you want to save your changes within a view, you have to use two commands, either create a command or replace. So as I want to keep the same data and latest data in this file, I will use replace. I'll talk about this replace after some time. So press F3. You can see that data changes cannot be saved in a view mode. View session. You can read this box. I'll pause for 1 minute. You read it. So I hope you read it.
Yeah, Venkat. Yes, we have read it.
Now I'll press F3, enter. Okay. So I will explain you how to save the changes in a view mode after some time. So I'll open a data set in a B browse mode. Okay, you can see it is in a browse mode. You cannot edit at anything. It is a read only. Browse is read only. Okay, you cannot modify anything. I'll press F3 to go back to previous screen. Now, so we saw edit and view mode. I will show you how we can copy the data from one file to another file, all the rows. So we saw, I guess, rename. I'll explain you now. If you type R, you can rename it. So I guess we discussed, in fact, if I'm not wrong. So I will give TSO2. Okay, enter. It got renamed. So what are the commands we see? We discussed edit, V, browse, I, yes, or rename. Now I'll explain CO copy. So I'll type a C. Let's see. So C is not a correct. Type CO. Enter. So it is very important. You are trying to copy data from this file. Where you want to copy? So current from this data set. We are trying to copy from here. But where you want to paste? Where you want to copy? I want to copy to TSO3. Is it TSO3 is there? If it is there, then one story. If it is not there, it will be a different story. So we'll see both concept now. Okay. So because you should know the copying pattern also. So you are trying to copy the data from this file to this file. You are trying to copy the data from TSO, from this TSO2 to TSO3. I will hit the enter. Now you can see what is our target data set. TSO3, allocated target data set. So TSO3 file is not existing. TSO3 file is not existing. So here you can mention here two options. Either one means what are the attributes given for TSO2. If you want to give the same attributes, you give 1. I will give a 1, hit the enter. Give 1, hit the enter. You can see the data set got copied. You refresh it. To refresh, you can see that TSO3. Okay, I will repeat again and I'll open the data set in edit mode. So the data will be there. Now data is there. I'll see CO. I want to copy the data from TSO2. Venkat A, B14, any data set name, file 1. Okay, is it the file 1 is existing? No. So earlier I selected this one. Now also I'll select the same. Here I will give 1. You see here 1 means what are the attributes I have given while creating for TSO2. Same attributes will be allocated for file 1 also. So hit the enter. Okay, done. Refresh the file. Now this is a one approach we have seen. Let's see other approach. So I will type CO. Okay, CO copy Venkat A dot B14 dot day6 day7 data. So now we are trying to copy the data from file 1 to day7 data. Enter. Now I will give 2. 2 means I don't want to create day7 data file same as B14 file 1. I don't want same attributes. I want to go with the different attributes. That is the reason I selected a 2. I selected a 2. Specify allocation attributes. Hit the enter. Now you can see you got the window same as 3.2. So I want to give record length 60 and 120. Block size is 120. So means each block 2 records are going to store. 120 divided by 60. So 2. Okay. So press F8. You have to ensure that you are creating a sequential file. Enter. It got copied. So did you observe our this is I guess it is a 40. We copied the data from 40 record length file to 60th record length file. So we don't get any warning. Okay, we did not get any warning. Let's try to copy the data from largest size file record length file to smallest record length file. I will show you that also. CO Venkat A B14 dot file 2. File 2 is not there. Enter. I will give it 2 to specify allocate attributes. Now I will give only 10. So it will give a warning now. Okay, while you're doing through ISPF panel, 100. Enter. You see that. As your input data set record length is a 40, your output record length is a 10. So last 30 characters data is going to do truncate. It is going to truncate. That is a meaning of it. So hit the enter. You can see copied. You can see the data got copied. And refresh. You see my file 2, we are only having first 10 days data, first 10 characters data. Okay. So that is all about copy. Okay. So we will discuss different combination now. So I'll keep file 1 only numbers. Okay. Anything you can keep. I want to delete all the rows. Okay. Now rather than writing del delete and not excluded lines. We did not exclude anything. Hence, it is going to delete all of them. So total 50 lines, 55 lines deleted. Save. Now I will give the names of the countries: USA, UK, India, Pakistan, Australia, Canada. Save it. Now you know very well in file 2 there are some modules or okay file 1 will take a TSO2. Okay, TSO2 also has some files and all. File 1 has a country's details. So I want to copy the data from existing file. Obviously, it should be source should be existing one. The destination also existing one. Type CO, hit the enter, enter. So we are trying to copy the data from this particular file to this particular file. From this particular file to this particular file. Right? So I will now if you see here options F8 I will use 2. 2 means old. Old. Okay. So boss, this file is there. What is the meaning of old? So TSO2 has already some data. Delete the entire old data, add the new data, override it. So file 1 data is going to copy to TSO2. But TSO2 file also has some data, right? It will delete because of the old. The reason is old. Enter. You see that it got copied. I'll go to TSO2. You can see old data got deleted. Old data got deleted. So that is the behavior of old. Now I want to copy the data from TSO to TSO3. TSO3 has again modules all rough data. Now let's try to do this. CO, enter. I'll give 3. Now if I give a mod mod, so it will append the data. If I give mod, it will append the data. So hit the enter. Mod is invalid. How come? How come? Okay. So we'll see DSP mod. Later team. Okay, I'll check it. I'll tell you that in JCL if it doesn't work here. Okay, I'll press F3. Okay, team. So I'll press slash. Now you can see edit, browse, view. It is not a PDS, so 4 doesn't work. Delete, you know already. You can type a D or DEL. Okay, you can rename it. Say 6 is done, 7 is done, 8 is done. Okay, now if you see the right side, 17th also done. So 16th one, which is a pending. So I request all my participants, you Google it, explore Super CE, search for E. So these are all very important and interesting one. So you have to go through them and explore and try to do hands-on on our server. Super CE. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is clear.
Now I'll press F3. So move is nothing but again cut and copy. Move, enter. So Venkat A dot B 14 dot TSO 3. So now TSO once the copy move is done, you cannot able to see TSO 2. Enter 1. I want to allocate TSO 4 as same as TSO 2. Now okay, mod is invalid. I will give 2. Enter. Created. Refresh. Now TSO4 is there. TSO2 is not there. Next, copy move is done. Now, let me explain different ways of copying. So, if I'll type swap list to know how many screens you are opened. Okay, how many screens opened? Only one, that is star. Now, I will go to start. Start means new screen 3.4. I'll open file 1. Venkat A dot B14 dot. I'll open data, day 7 data. Now you see here, the type swap list. In fact, I explained swap list. You can see 2 screens are there. Now, I want to copy the data, only these 5 rows or 7 rows to another file. So what you can do, you can make a label, label label, cc, cc. Copy this data. How to do it? Cut. Just cut. Okay. Now, wherever you want to paste, go to the data set. Go to the data set. F9 to swap. Okay. To swap like a head and tail. I'll go to the TSO4. It has a country details. Paste. You can type paste if there is no data in a file. But we have a data in the file where you want to paste it. I want to paste after first row. You can give A or B. You can see it like this. We can copy. I will show you. I want to copy countries details to another file. So CC CC. Okay, CC means cut. Sorry, a copy. You are making a block. So say cut. Cut is not a equivalent to move. Here it is cut is equivalent to copy only. Cut 6 lines cut to default. Where you want to paste it? Want to place after ISPF time sharing. Paste it. Here I want to paste it. Enter. Okay. Is it clear? Now. So this is all about copy team. This is the one way of doing it, copying from one data set to another data set, not instead of CO. Now I'll explain you in a view mode. I'll open the data set in a view mode. Enter. Now I'm doing some changes. I will add New Zealand, South Africa. So it is not allowing to save. What you can do, team, replace .zf .zl. So .zf means from first line till last line. Whatever the data is there, you copy into the file. To which file you can give a new file or you can give a old file. I'm giving the old file. So you are just deleting the old data and adding the now whatever the present data is there, you're doing that. Now you see it, it is there. Now I can press F3 and I can see the New Zealand, Australia. I'll show you again. I'm opening a file in a view mode. So I will add some technologies, SAP.NET. It is not allowing us to save. So if you want to save, then replace, remove the old data, that is replace override it. .zf first line, .zl till last line, from first line to last line, paste in the new file. So new file name. The enter is replaced. So I'll press F3, enter to go back to the screen. Are you clear, team? So replace .zf.zl and enter the file name. Enter the file name. Same way, I'll open in a view mode. Let's try to do the shift F12 to see the recently executed commands. Now I'll give file 11. See, file 11 is not there. Okay, so it is asking boss file 11 is not there. So you want to create as file 1 same. I want to do it, type 1, hit the enter. So whatever the data, you can copy this data to another file. You can copy this data to another file. Is it clear?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir, I have one doubt.
right.
If I want to randomly copy the lines, so what command we have to use it?
Random copy, you cannot do that. With the shortcuts, you cannot do it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Random copies are not possible.
Okay.
Okay. Any other queries? Okay. Now I'll press F3. So, team, we cannot finish TSO SPF today. I thought of finishing. I don't want to rush up as well as. So we will be having session tomorrow, hardly for 30 minutes. Okay, then from Monday we will start JCL module. So I request you attend session tomorrow. If you are not able to attend the session, nothing to worry. I'll upload the same time only, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll upload the video in our YouTube channel in the playlist. Go and watch it. Okay, if you are not able to attend due to any reason. Uh, okay, so copy is done, view is done, replace. Yes, we are done everything. Copy, replace also done. So instead of that team, I can instead of replace, I can use create also. Okay. So in this case, both are same. Now what happens? Replace is different. I'll give a create and understand. Enter. I'll give file 112. Enter. So it is same as. I guess since it is a older version, I guess that is the reason it is asking. What happens if you use a create? Automatically it creates the new file name, new file, whichever the new file you mention, it will create automatically with the help of this file attributes. Okay, with the help of this file attributes. Okay, right. I'll press F3. Now we are done with the copy and okay team. Now let's start discussing. I'll press OK. Let me explain something else on the screen. Now you are able to see user volumes, right? If I press F11, if I press F11 right side, you can see how many tracks we allocated, how much percentage we used it, extension, as it is a PDS you can extend 15 times. Press F11 to see, you can type IRS, press F11. DSORG, dataset organization type VS, record format fixed block, LRECL, okay, block size, press F11. Okay, you can see it. If you press F10, 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 again we can come back to the same screen where volume we are able to see. Okay, so this is the F11, F10. By this, I can say that we are done with the F3 function key, F5 function key, F6 no, F7 we are done, F8 we are done, F9 to swap the screens done, F10, F12 you can use as a cancel. Okay, F12 we can use as a cancel. F10, F11 to see the right side data. F10, to see the left side data, to see the left side data. So these are all the function keys we discussed. Okay, now I'll press F3. I'll press F3, and this is ISPF primary option menu screen. What is this? This is the ISPF primary option menu screen. Now I will show you how to create a PDS. Okay, we will discuss today till creating the partition data set. As I said you that partition data set we use to place the programs. Okay, to write the JCLs, to keep the COBOL copy books, to keep the load libraries. So 3 enter utilities. I will give 2 allocate for even okay, for allocating PDS also we use a 2 only. A for allocate. So Venkat A dot B14 dot, okay, so I'll say src lib dot program, something like this. Enter. If it is a directory block, you should give, when if it is a partition data set, give 2. Anything other than 0, and here should be PDS. So what does main team? If you give a directory block 2, you can create 11 members, 11 notepads you can create inside a PDS. We can create 11 members. How it is possible? Directory block into 2 minus 1. So as per our syntax, 2, sorry, it should be 6. So 2 into 2 is the directory block into 6 minus 1. So 2 into 6, 12 minus 1. Okay, 11 members. We can, if I give directory block 3, 3 into 6 minus 1, 17 members we can create. This is the formula. Okay, I did not create, you did not create, or somebody did not. It is provided by ZOS. It is provided by ZOS. So 2, and enter the data set name PDS and hit the enter button. Okay, on this volume there is no space, it is showing. I should give USR001. Enter. We got allocated. So I can give equal 3.4. Equal 3.4 means close the current screen, on the same screen you write it. Now you see that src lib VSAM. I cannot open directly in edit mode because we have to create a members. Okay, we are getting no members in a data set. So if you want to see information, now you can see that I means information, used directory block 1, number of members 0. If I type a yes, I don't get them. This is the difference. Now you see there is no concept details about the directory block. There is no details about the details directory block. Okay, any queries? So I'll press F3. Yeah. Now if I want to delete the files, how we can do it, team? So tomorrow we'll work on the PDS D D D D. You can delete more than one file at a time by typing DDD against each dataset. Enter. You see that the file is changing. Now it is a file 1. I will hit the enter. Now file 11. Enter. File 2. Enter. All datasets got deleted and refresh. Okay. So I'll delete these datasets. Delete. Okay. Enter. Refresh. Okay. So that is all about how we can delete a file. So what I do to tomorrow team, I'll show you how to create a member, how to rename the member, how to copy the data from one member to another member, how to copy the members, and using 3.3 how we can copy, using 3.3 using 3.2 how we can rename, using 3.3 how we can move it. So I'll show you the same thing with the ISPF options. Okay, by that we can say that TSO SPF model is completed. Okay, so guys, you are getting a proper. Okay, how to close equals type 2 to do proper logout. If you don't do proper logout, others okay, if you have to type logout also. If you don't do proper logout, others cannot able to log in for some time. So every time people will get user ID in user ID is in use. So please ensure that you have to do a proper logout. Okay, so that is a one point. The second one point in, till tomorrow we have a tomorrow, not tomorrow, till GSL day 1 we will be having the same meeting details. From day 2 the meeting details are going to change. You will get them or email for tomorrow. Okay, so for tomorrow and Monday session also same meeting details only. Okay, yeah, so any queries? So you got good weekend also, utilize some time. Utilize the time to do the hands-on. I want to give more specific to the people who are new to mainframe technology. Okay, you guys have to spend more time because from JCL or terminology our approach is different. So if you don't do hands-on, if you start doing hands-on from Monday, then how I am navigating, what I am typing, where I am typing, all will mess up and you don't understand. You will lose interest. So 1.5 day, okay, say utilize the time. As if you are not working, obviously you have a full day time, right? So utilize it. Okay, otherwise it is waste of attending the session and paying the money also. Okay,